Hello and welcome to a Gaming Buzz pickup video. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Darien.
And we're going to go over some of the games that we bought in the past couple months that we want to show you guys. We got some really cool things this time. And we're just going to get right into it. So if you want to see more pickup videos, make sure to subscribe. Am I going first? I do have more items this time, which is weird.
Yeah, you go first. Usually I'm the one who's like triumphant in having more stuff, but this time, not so much.
So let's go with some of the more, not really in a category stuff, like singular items for a system. So I picked up a single Dreamcast game, and unfortunately it's missing the manual, but I got an okay price on it, and it's a game I was looking for a while. This is Slave Zero.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Trying to get a nice
image of the back, because there's actually something to see. It's a cool game. I really enjoy that game, so I'm glad to actually have it on Dreamcast now, even though the PC version's better.
It's an interesting looking bot. I like the disc. It's funky.
And then another odds and end thing. Those of you who've watched previous pickup videos of ours might know that I'm a fan of collecting Tiger Electronic games. And at a relatively new store that popped up in our area that sells like collectibles and stuff, I found one for dirt cheap. This is VR Trooper.
Yeah, I'll show.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Me neither.
It's
I just picked it up because it was a normal Tiger game, and it was $2. So
double A's.
So I'm like, hey, it's a Tiger game. Add it to my collection.
The last time I actually had to find actual batteries to make something function.
I know, right? And that's here's another miscellaneous item. Picked up a copy of the best Super Nintendo game, Kirby's Dream Course.
That's very debatable.
Of course it is. It really, non-objectively, it's not one of the greatest. It's a good game, though.
It's Star Fox. Stunt Race Effects.
Its multiplayer is very fun. If you don't know, it's Kirby-themed mini golf. And it's way better than that sounds.
Nice looking game.
And it's like an isometric viewpoint. It's really cool. I like the game, and it's got tons of content. All right, so
let's move on to your Game Boy stuff.
Game Boy stuff. I've got a lot of Game Boy stuff. So we got some Game Boy. We have one original Game Boy, one Game Boy / Game Boy Color game, and one Game Boy Color only game. Just how it worked out. So for Game Boy, we've got Super Mario Land, fun game. For Game Boy Color, we have something I didn't even know was a thing, Monster Rancher card game.
It's your dual cartridge is the Monster Rancher
card game.
Battle Card GB, and then we have a Game Boy Color game that's Monster Rancher Explorer.
Yep, I like Monster Rancher, and I didn't know there was a card game, I like card game stuff, go figure. I got a whole channel about it called TCG Buzz. And
Check it out.
Not the only card game related video game I picked up this time. And let's segue into the Game Boy Advance games with a bit of an explanation. I've been getting really, really big into Dragon Ball.
It's ridiculous.
Thanks to the new card game and Super being very good with the anime. So I've been buying a lot of Dragon Ball games, and we'll see more. But here are the ones I picked up for GBA.
Let's see. You picked up Dragon Ball GT.
What is it? Transformation?
Transformation.
Yeah.
You got Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku.
Which is not very good, but hey.
Dragon Ball Z collectible card game.
See? Told you there'd be another.
And then Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu, the Japanese crap.
Yep. So that's 4 of them right off the bat. I'm hoping to eventually pick up every English release Dragon Ball game, plus a few of the Japanese ones. And I've gotten a pretty good start. Then we got a couple other GBA games.
Picked up Sonic Advance.
I played that game a lot as a kid. Glad to have it back.
And then Metroid Fusion, which I'm like, come on, man, I want that.
Best Metroid.
It's a good game.
Arguably.
Both platformers, but one's more platformy and one's more like adventure time.
So I'll do one more section of games before we move on.
What about your box to Game Boy stuff?
Oh, that's right. I have more Game Boy.
Don't move on to the next console
Right.
until you're finished.
So I've also been picking up box stuff. So we've got 2 box Game Boy games. This one I picked up just because it was kind of shiny, Game Boy Color game, had interesting box art, and it turns out I got a pretty good deal on it.
I'm jealous. I really like Pitfall.
And the other game I picked up purely because it was a childhood game that I played a lot of and wanted back anyways. I probably overpaid for it, considering its condition and not having a manual.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Man, I loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a kid, so
I'm very indifferent. I don't really care about Teenage Mutant Ninja
All right,
Turtles.
so then we've got PlayStation 2, and you're going to see a theme with these PS2 games. So first we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai, great fighting game. Then we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, great fighting game. And then we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, great fighting game. And then we have Super Dragon Ball Z, another fighting game, which was, all right. So that's, 4 more games for the Dragon Ball collection. And Budokai is my favorite fighting series in the Dragon Ball games, so I now have all 3 of them, which makes me happy. Though I want to get the GameCube versions, too.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I like to collect sometimes. Is if I like a game, I'll get it over again for another console. Kind of as a backup and kind of just I want to see the differences.
All right, so it's your turn.
All right, I'll just move right into PlayStation.
Right.
I also got this PlayStation hat.
Good job.
My brother got it for me. So I picked up this PS3 game. It was $5. Ultimate Stealth Triple Pack includes Thief, Hitman Absolution, and Deus Ex Human Revolution. Not the newest games, but I've heard they're all pretty good.
Yeah, I like these triple packs. I have the other one Square Enix released, which is Tomb Raider, or Just Cause 2, and Sleeping Dogs. And I like them because they're all on the disc, no downloads needed. So if
I'd trade you for it.
Whoa,
I want the one with Tomb Raider.
He really loves Tomb Raider.
Tomb
But
Raider
yeah,
is
it's
my
a great
favorite.
collection. I mean, Thief is
All in one disc. It's okay.
But the other 2 are pretty good.
Hitman's really good.
I
and Deus
really
Ex.
love Hitman Absolution.
And I'll move on to PlayStation 4. Gran Turismo Sport.
You had a lot to say about this the other day.
It's a good game, gameplay-wise, lacking in content. Not many cars, not many tracks. If you're looking for classic, original courses from the old Gran Turismos, you're not going to find them here. You're not going to find your Deep Forest. You're not going to find your Autumn Ring. Cover artwork is kind of boring. It's a good game. No single-player content. It's supposed to be coming out soon. But then I picked up this. It's a limited edition controller. It was the Crystal Blue, I believe it's called. But I picked this controller up. I picked it up because I have a PS2 controller that's black and I have one that's translucent blue. And I was like, hey, this one's translucent blue. I want that.
Yeah, it's super cool. I don't even own a PS4 yet. I want this controller. I love translucent plastic stuff. I know it's really tacky, but I can't help it. That's my thing. I love it.
We were born in the 90s. We grew up in the early 2000s. That was a thing.
That was definitely a thing.
We can't say we're 90s kids because we didn't grow up in the 90s enough to really remember it.
Yep.
I hate it when people are like, I'm a 90s kid.
I was born December 27th, 1999.
So why don't we move into your boxed NES stuff, Jacob?
Well, that's a spoiler. No, that's got to be saved till the end.
No.
Yes.
No.
No, we're moving on to this stuff next.
The Wii
So-
and Wii U.
Fun fact, I did not own a Wii U. I had a roommate who had one, so I had games for it. But when I no longer had a roommate, I no longer had a Wii U. To put that in very simple terms. But I recently made a trade. My extra PlayStation 3 that we'd been using for recording gameplay footage here at the studio, I traded it for a Wii U since I didn't have one and I needed one for recording stuff anyways.
Yeah.
And I got some games with it. So first we have a singular Wii game. We have PokePark 2 Wonders Beyond.
It's an okay game.
It kind of sucks, but that's okay. Then we've got 4 titles for the Wii U. First, we have Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It's okay.
It's no.
I mean, for an Assassin's Creed game, it's pretty good. For a game, it's all right.
Argamady.
Arg. Then the rest are all Zelda games. So we have Hyrule Warriors.
It's a good game. Port it to Switch, please.
Just don't play local co-op with one system, you know, like, because the frame rate goes to like 4.
Play it on the new 3DS.
Then we have Wind Waker HD, not the Nintendo Selects print, the original.
The nice shiny cover print.
Yeah, I like it. I like Wind Waker. I actually prefer the GameCube version over this, but that's okay.
I got the digital version because I got.
And then we have a copy of Breath of the Wild. That's neat.
Yeah, it's a good game. You borrowed my copy on the Switch when you went to our other studio. It's a good game.
Okay, so next, I just picked up a Wii U, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the only Nintendo console I've added to my collection.
Oh, yeah?
I also got, in this nice case here, I finally got a Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've only got one physical game for it, Mario Odyssey. That's the only physical game I've picked up for it so far. I'm hoping to get more, but, you know.
You have a digital
money.
Mario or Sonic Mania. I was going to say Mario Mania.
Mario Mania?
Sonic Mania.
Man, I love Super Sonic Odyssey and Mario Mania. They're my favorite games.
Yeah. I actually recommended that case because I thought that's a really good company.
Yeah. So that's all I have for Switch so far. And that's really a small stack when we compare it to Darien's. Are you ready?
Oof. I'm going to kind of lightning round them.
So first, just grab the stack and compare it to my stack. Just like...
I love the Switch. So, I got a GameCube or a GameStop.
A GameCube.
Yep.
Whoa!
Whoa! I got a GameStop exclusive print, which is Gear Club Unlimited. Very casual, but it's like an arcadey simulation racer. Mm-hmm. I actually really like the game. It used to be a mobile game. You can definitely tell it was.
Yeah, I played it for a couple minutes. I'm like, this is definitely a mobile game, but it looked pretty good.
It's good looking. It's really fun. Then Resident Evil Revelations Collection. I cannot go without my Revelations. I mainly got it because I wanted Revelations, but it did come with a digital code for Revelations 2 game.
It is just a shame that, you know, they couldn't fit 2 on a cartridge with one, but
it was a 23.5 gigabyte download for Revelations 2, so I can't complain.
Thanks.
Give me my Revelation.
What's next?
Then we have...
Not good.
Garbage. Toho Kabuto V Burst Battle 5V. I don't know. Japanese games are weird. Developed by a very, very, very small team. Mm-hmm. The weird fighting game, 3D fighting game. I don't like.
You don't like it.
I just got it because it's NIS America. May be valuable in the future. Maybe. Then we have one of my first M-rated games on Switch, L.A. Noire. It's a good port. It takes advantage of all the features of the Switch, gyro, IR camera.
I just don't really care about L.A. Noire personally.
I like L.A. Noire. It's definitely a good game to take with you because of the chapter structure. I like the new box art though, way better than the original.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's not just a dude standing on a, you know, on like a cover, like looking all serious.
Yeah, and like a crying lady. It's actually stylized.
Yeah, it's very stylized. It reminds me of like an 80s cop movie.
Yeah, it's very 80s. Then we have, even though it takes place in the 1940s? Yeah, 1940s Los Angeles. Very nice recreation. Then we have the game that I absolutely had to get, and it made me fall in love with it more, Doom.
What a surprising port.
I called it months ago. I said that Doom had to be a game coming to Switch. You said Rocket League.
I said Rocket League, you said Doom, and we were both right.
And they were both ported by the same team. Panic button. I have to say again, thanks for porting these great games.
And then the one that you've been playing a lot of recently.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's the best anime of the year. Best anime of the year. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This game's so good. That's all I have to say is cutscene's good, has good waifu material. Yes, I'm gonna give my waifu report. Pyro's a total babe. Yep, and there's a cat girl in here who's not waifu material. Some of the blades are waifu material, but yeah, Pyro's a total babe. The English voice actress, oof. Best. Oh.
Alrighty then.
Instant schwinger.
So is that it for your
That's it for my pickup.
Okay.
Now we go on to your
So,
impressive.
last but not least, Darien kind of spoiled it, but that's okay. I've been picking up some CIB NES games. It's kind of been a thing for me lately. I have a few already that I've had for quite a while, but I found a record store that had some at great prices.
Yeah.
And I picked a couple up. And so let's start with Tetris. None of these are sealed. They're just reseals. But I picked up a copy of Tetris for about its full retail price. But
It's in very good condition.
it's in good condition. It's Tetris, which I actually already owned Tetris on the NES.
Thanks. I love Tetris. This is my favorite version of Tetris.
But I mean, the box art is so good. It's one of my favorites.
it just screams 80s.
It's it's a classic game, so I had to have it.
This was like them trying to be like, Russia's not a bad country. From Russia with fun.
So next we have Xevious for NES. Okay, box art. Ironically, I also already own this game on NES, but I wanted the box, so I got this one too, and I got a steal on it. I mean, actually, I didn't remove any of the price tags on these, so you guys could be able to see it. I paid $15 for it. They can sell for quite a bit more.
Yeah, this also screams 80s.
Next, we have another interesting game. This one's called Alpha Mission by SNK.
Ooh, yeah.
And I paid just under $20 for this, which is also a steal. It's pretty good. It's the first game in this stack that I did not already own, but it's right up my alley. I love shooters on the NES.
Yeah, it screams 80s because it's
And finally,
from 87.
we have a Capcom game. We have Strider.
NES Capcom games, if you've never played them, they're really good.
And Strider I paid $18 for. And my favorite thing about this is, sure, it's Strider, and that's cool, but it also says, save up to $10 when you purchase Capcom video games. See inside for mail-in order or offer.
Can you get $10 back on that?
Yeah, can I get $10 off of a brand new copy like Mega Man 6? That would be cool.
What year is this? I'm trying to find the year, but let's just put it down.
Yeah. So, I mean, I find them super cool. I think my total NES CIB games is 8, which is actually not that bad because they're all good games. It's not just I've got 25 sports games.
I've got a game by LGN. LJN? I don't remember.
LJN.
Yeah.
Yep, I got 25 copies of Back to the Future.
Go to bed.
All right, and with that, we're done. So we're going to say like this video.
Yeah.
Comment below letting us know, what you think about our pickups. Are you jealous about any of these games? Or are you like, yay, why haven't you picked up this game for your Switch yet, Jacob? What's wrong with you?
Hold up. This says state-of-the-art and high resolution.
Whoa.
240p is definitely high resolution, ain't it?
Yes. So make sure to, what else?
Like, subscribe.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Check out our shop if you want to support us financially by buying some sick merchandise so we can afford to continue buying video games.
And so we can feed ourselves.
Yeah, feeding yourselves is good. And that is it for us. We will see you guys probably in 2018 with another pickup video.
Maybe our Christmas pickups.
Maybe. See you guys next time. Bye.
See you guys later.